Warriors 16, the Penrith Panthers 12. The Wigan Warriors are the World Club champions. What a game this was at the DW Stadium. Thoroughly enjoyed this. It was fantastic. International Rule Rugby League. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, fantastic game. Two Goliath of sides going head to head for our entertainment. It was brutal at times, it was silky at times, it had a little bit of everything. Brilliant start for the Wigan Warriors. I mean, let's be absolutely clear here. If this was a boxing match, the amount of time Penrith were in Wigan's half, but Wigan hung on. Not quite sure what Penrith were doing in those opening 20, 25 minutes running on the last play. Yes, they were turning the ball over inside the 10-metre line every time. But, you know, I just didn't get that. Didn't get it at all. It invited Wigan to come out, and they did come out. The Abbas Miski try, very, very nicely taken from Abbas. Fully deserved after his 2023 year. Really pleased for Abbas Miski going in. And, of course, at that point, Wigan are ahead. And then, of course, back came the Penrith Panthers, Nathan Cleary, a bit fortuitous, it has to be said, a little bit of the rub of the green there. You know, it broke well for Nathan Cleary. Cleary on the night, solid. He'll be disappointed with that knock-on, won't he, in the second half? He could have been in for another try there, I think. But Cleary showing his class, not only during the game, but after the game with the Wigan fans. You know, he'd have been disappointed to have lost his second World Club Championship in a row, but real class there from Nathan Cleary, going around the spectators, having his photos taken. You know, some of the younger people in that crowd, they'll remember that for their entire lifetime, and those photographs, I'm sure, will be framed and put on a wall to have their photo took with the greatest player currently in the world. Fantastic. Of course, the man who is currently the greatest player in the world is James Fisher-Harris, but quite frankly, you know, I thought Wigan were brilliant, absolutely brilliant at nullifying him. And when you consider, you know, Mike Cooper was off for quite a while with his injury. Cruz Leeming, he was a cameo from Leeming, but what a cameo. What a try that was from Cruz Leeming. Some brilliant play from Wigan on the right edge. And in goes Cruz Leeming for what, for me personally, was probably the score of the game. I thought it was really well executed. Will Leeming be out now for a period of time back in Super League? Probably. I think they probably rushed him back for this one. He's clearly got some sort of ankle niggle, but hey, that's a brilliant gamble that's paid off. A fantastic try from Cruz Leeming in this one. And at that point, of course, Wigan are leading at that point 10 points to 6. And then Dylan Edwards, that last 10 minutes of the first half, Dylan Edwards showing his quality as a fullback on the world stage. He was constantly building for that 10 minutes. You could see it coming. And then, let's be fair, I mean, it was the eye of a needle that he went through for his try, but it was a great try, really well executed try from Dylan Edwards, and they lead 12 points to 10 at half-time. And then, of course, comes the second half, and that's where the controversy starts, isn't it? The Jake Wardle try. There's a lot of talk on social media. Look, the bottom line is the World Club champions are Wigan. Simple as that. In a game of rugby league, things go for and against you. I'm coming to the Wardle try, hang on. But they do. They go for and against you. That's what happens in rugby league. Wigan are World Club champions, and the trophy stays in England. But for me, there was two big decisions. Well, three probably, if you class the ball steal from Martin, but that's not really that big a decision. There was two big calls, the Wardle try and the no try at the end. Let's deal with the no try at the end first. I think they've got that right. If you actually go back and you watch this on the TV, Liam Moore has no view at all. If you look at where his position is, he will not know if that ball is on the floor. By the time he gets to it, fielder's got his hand under the ball. So he has to send it up as a no try. And there was no conclusive evidence that it was a try. There's not a single frame. Now, you know, people talk about benefit of the doubt. That seems to have gone out of fashion. Myself and Steph Sale was talking about this this morning. It seems to have gone out of fashion. Remember back in the day, I remember Steve, benefit of the doubt to the forward player and all that. It seems to have gone by the benefit of the doubt. And like I say, with no conclusive evidence, Liam Moore couldn't have seen it. No conclusive evidence for me that it went over. I think they got that right. The most controversial decision on the night was the Jake Wardle try. Now, I don't think anybody, other than probably Wigan fans, think that was a try. And I'll just call it as it is. It doesn't matter. It's in the record books. Wigan, you're the champions. Don't start going on the comments saying I'm, biased. I'm not. I'm delighted Wigan are the World Club champions. I want it to remain in England. I do. We don't get any credit from our Aussie friends over the pond. We just really don't. So, like I say, I'm delighted that Wigan have won this, but let's call it straight. At Super League Raw, we call it straight. There's no malice in this. I'm not against the cherry and white. It's fact. Wardle, at best, it's a double movement at best. The ball, you can see it clearly on the camera angle from the stand looking at it. He pulls it back. The motion stopped and he's pulled it back. So one, it's a double movement, and there's a camera angle there where it's nowhere near the line. Nowhere near the line. Now, the reason it's gone up as a try is by the time Liam Moore has come round, he's put it on the line. So Liam Moore thinks, oh, he must have got there. So he sends it up to the video ref. But the video ref, I'm sorry, but you cannot see that ball on the line. And you've got to, again, this word common sense. The common say, Liam, you know, during the act of scoring, did you see it hit the line? Or was it when you went round? Did you see it on the line at the end when he pulled it back? It looks like he's pulled it back. Yeah, I've seen it when he pulled it back. Right. It's a no try. Now, in big games like this, at the end of the season, you Wigan fans, if that happens to you against Saints, Catalan, whoever is going to be in that final, at the end of the season, you're in the final, and that happened against you in the grand final, let me tell you now, you'd be aggrieved. And you would. Call it straight. That's what Super League Royal is all about. We call it straight. You'd be absolutely livid. Doesn't matter. You're the World Club champions. We're playing Australia. We're delighted. But that's the fact. The Jake Wardle try. Actually, you looked at Jake Wardle. I think he knew he got away with one as well. But hey, bottom line is this. Wigan were superb last night. It was always going to be a battle of the forwards. We said in Game of the Week, Fisher Harris had to be nullified. Had to be. And was. Brilliant performance in the forwards. Really, really good. Mago when he came on. Dupree when he came on. Solid. Harvey Hill had a fine game as well for the Wigan Warriors last night in the middle. They really did battle hard in that middle unit throughout the game, and some of the defence, especially from Jai Field, incredible try-saving efforts from him on more than one occasion. And that was what this was about. We said, could the big players turn up? Could Bevan French, Jai Field turn up? Harry Smith, Sam Burgess said at the end of the game on Sky, kicking game again, like in the grand final last year, in the second half especially. Harry Smith's kicking game on point. Lots to be happy about here if you're a Wigan Warriors fan. We're delighted for you. We really, really are. It was a brilliant game of rugby league. It had everything. You want a game like this to be an advert for our sport, don't you? That's what you want it to be. And it was, and then some. The only way that this could have got better for me is if it was in Vegas. It deserves to be the curtain raiser of the season for both sides of the hemisphere. Let's hope that, between now and next season, the World Club Championship, if they're going, because they are going back to Vegas for 5 seasons, the NRL, let's have it in Vegas. Let's have it in Vegas. Let's let it be the curtain raiser. Don't let the NRL game start it. Let the World Club Championship game start it. Let it be the curtain raiser for the 2025 season. Come on, IMG. Come on, Rugby Football League. Come on, the NRL. Who knows? It could be the NRL Britain soon. Hey, NRL Europe. That could be happening soon. But hey, let's try and make that happen, because I think it would be a fitting way for Rugby League to commence a season each and every year. Congratulations to all my pie-eating friends out there at Wigan. 16 points to 12 against a quality side in the Penrith Panthers. St. Helens fans, get off your high horse. Give them some praise, will you? It's unbelievable. I don't know why we have to be the way we are on things like this. Bottom line is, it's staying in England. This was England against Australia. For once, let's take our colours off. Let's support the team that won it. Wigan, congratulations. Matt, Pete, the treble for you. What an incredible start to your coaching career. It's only going to get better from here. Brilliant game. Fantastic. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of In the Sheds. Congratulations to the Wigan Warriors. 16-12, the World Club Champions. We will see you tomorrow for the Salford Castleford In the Sheds. Enjoy the game this afternoon. Bye for now.